Hey guys, welcome back to Believe in Eagles. I am your host, Leigh Mayock, and Believe in Eagles is presented by FanDuel. I'm doing that again. Hey guys, welcome back to Believe in Eagles presented by FanDuel. I'm your host, Leigh Mayock. This is my dad, Mike Mayock, and the Eagles are playing the Dallas Cowboys tomorrow. Week 1 of the NFL season is finally here. We're so excited and relieved and tired. How you doing? Good morning, Dad. It's bright and early in LA where I am. 6 a.m. over here. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I've been up for several hours. I've been doing a lot of stuff, and for me, it's normal time frame. For you, knowing my daughter the way I do, I'm guessing the 5:15 or so wake up call wasn't real fun for you.
I haven't even had coffee yet. I didn't even make any.
Oh my gosh!
I know. I'm really
But you got up yesterday and you went to exercise at like 6, right?
Oh, yeah, I went to hot yoga. That just doubles my tired that I am today. That doesn't mean anything else.
Well, how about just appreciate the fact that you got a great workout in?
That was yesterday.
I know.
Yesterday's news is yesterday's news. It doesn't make me feel better today. It makes me feel more tired today. You know what that reminds me of? How about the Eagles said that they're not going to be standing out for their banner reveal? Did you see that?
Because
they're done with that. They're done celebrating that. They're putting that to bed. That the banners for the fans, they're on to their next challenge of winning the Super Bowl again. I feel like you'd respect that.
It's just consistent with Nick's message from day one. And when I saw the video clip when they asked him about it, and he didn't even crack a smile, and he acted like he didn't know. He was like, "Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. We won't be out there." That was it, and that's been kind of the mantra of the Eagles in the offseason. And the flip side is CeeDee Lamb heard about it, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be out there watching it because that's gonna motivate me."
He put that in the fuel file.
Yeah, so I mean, it's the way I look at it on both sides. If you need that to get you going, you probably aren't ready to play anyway. But at the end of the day, it's one of the standards of championship teams is unfurling that thing. And I think it's going to mean a lot more to Eagles players and coaches down the road when they're retired.
Unfurling was a nice vocab word.
Well, I did go to class as opposed to my daughter.
It's too early for this.
Okay.
All right. So, the Cowboys are Micah Parsons-less, which is crazy. What do you think about how all that went down? Because we haven't really talked about it.
My take was, I don't know, a month ago or so. Usually these things are really professional. Like if you watch the Terry McLaurin thing, it was just very professional on both sides with Washington and him. I felt like about a month ago, this got personal with Jerry Jones. And you can't let it get personal. And he started to question Micah Parsons as far as his availability. Kind of the innuendo was you're not available enough. I think he missed 3 or 4 games last year for the first time. I mean, the kid's been available. He's the second, top 2 or 3 disruptive players in the league. He's 26 years old. Not only did you disrespect the player, you wouldn't even talk to his agent, David Mulugeta, who's a highly respected agent. So I'm looking at it like you disrespected the agent, you disrespected the player. This is probably not heading in a good direction here. Was I surprised to see a trade happen, bang, like that? But yeah, that's how they happen.
What does this mean, do you think, in terms of the game on Thursday? How does this change the Eagles' game plan? Does it really? What do you think?
It frees them up a little bit on pass downs because when you're in the old days, when you're playing Micah Parsons and the Cowboys, and they had the ability to line him up everywhere in the A gap, outside, not wide 9 technique, anywhere in between. So when the center and the quarterback got over the ball on 3rd and 4, 3rd and 6, number one is identify Micah and have a plan for wherever he lines up, sliding the line, chipping, double team, tight ends, whatever it is. You've got to have a plan for him on key downs, key pass downs. With him gone, it's a little bit more of a vanilla situation where you can line up and you can let your pass protection go where you think it needs to go, and perhaps even get more receivers and tight ends and running backs into the route because you don't necessarily have to double team Micah.
Now, but how much scarier does it make the Packers now, though?
Oh, well, I mean, Green Bay is a good football team. And
it freaks me out a little bit.
Well, defensively, they were already good. Now they're going to be really good because this kid's going to change their pass rush dynamic. The one thing it doesn't change is whether or not the quarterback Love is a high-level player or not.
Mm-hmm.
He's been somewhat inconsistent. They've been to the playoffs the last 2 years where he's been the starter. The Eagles beat him in the wild card, like 22-10 or something. Mm-hmm. So to me, they're going to be good on special teams because Versace is there. They're going to be good on defense, really good. And now if they want to get to that next level, it's about whether or not that quarterback can take that consistent. He's talented, but he's got to stay consistently up here.
All right. Speaking of quarterbacks, should we talk Jalen Hurts?
Sure.
What do you expect to see out of him game one?
I mean, I think we're to start with big picture with him a little bit and take a step back. The kid's 45-17 as an Eagles starter since taking over full time. I think it was in 21. And in 2023, he was taking a lot of heat. He had 20 turnovers, I think, in like 17 games. Last year, he cut the turnovers down to 10, like in 15 regular season games. Give him a ton of credit. Mm-hmm. It's also why I think he held on to the ball a little too long, if you remember me getting on him last year.
Yeah.
But I think he was trying to make sure he didn't make mistakes. And then when the big moments came in the playoffs and the Super Bowl, he played at a really high level. So if you remember, I can't remember if you were in LA already or not, but there was a bunch of uproar in Philly about some ranking came out and Jalen was the number 9 quarterback in the NFL. And all of Philly was upset. And I didn't give a crap. It was kind of like there's 4 really good franchise quarterbacks over here. Everybody knows who they are. Mm-hmm. And then like 5 through 12 are all high-level quarterbacks that you can win a Super Bowl with. So I don't really care if he's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't care. What I do care about is he's the right quarterback for the Eagles. Mm-hmm. He's matured. They used him the right way, which brings up the next question, which is the new offensive coordinator and how he's going to handle everything, mm-hmm. Kevin Patullo. But I would say, Lee, that Jalen Hurts is the cornerstone of this team. And when they need him, he's always there.
So you said you were impressed by how he cut down his turnovers. Is there something that you'll be looking for this season to look for him to improve on? I mean, it's to me, and it's crazy to say that too, just because, like, you know, what is the Super Bowl defending champs? What do they really need to improve on? But you know that's how they're looking at it. Jalen Hurts is going into it looking like these are my goals. Yeah.
No, you're right. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse.
Yeah.
And by the way, was that your phone popping there? This early in the morning? That's good. Yeah. So what I mentioned,
new computer and my phone is connected to the computer, and I don't really know how to mute that without muting you too, like us too at this time.
You got a new laptop there, so you'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out later.
Yeah. So the Jalen thing is what I said a minute ago, mm-hmm. which is just trusting when to get the ball out of his hands. And
okay, the same thing kind of still?
Yeah, just that's like you're asking me where I think he could get better. Yeah. I think he can get more consistent at getting the ball out of his hands on time. And to do that, he's got to identify when he can take a little bit of a chance and when he can't.
Mm-hmm. And do you think that we're going to see a similar offense from last year with the new OC, considering he was promoted from within?
Yeah, he's been there since Nick Sirianni got there. Mm-hmm. So this is year 5, I think, for all of them. So even though Jalen's got all these new coordinators, I think the interesting thing for any time there's a guy doesn't have much of a track record in the NFL as a coordinator, mm-hmm. I want to see how he calls a game. Mm-hmm. So I think they're practicing in a similar fashion. I think the same intensity. I think they're doing all the same things in practice they've done to go to the Super Bowl 2 of the last 3 years. Mm-hmm. The big question is when you get in a game and you've got to make some changes and adjustments on the fly, how's he going to react? and we'll only really know that over time. But that to me is kind of one of the subplots of this game.
Okay, how much more difficult is life going to be for Saquon Barkley then this year in this offense with everyone game planning against him?
Yeah, it's a good question. We kept talking last year as they went through the playoffs about, sooner or later somebody's going to game plan and stop him.
Yeah.
And they really didn't. They tried to, which was a testament to the offensive line and Jalen Hurts and the wideouts. I mean, so the hard part about saying, hey, we're going to stop Saquon, and I agree with that. Like, if you don't stop Saquon, you got no chance. You got right. So if you're a defensive coordinator, you got no chance. It's just going to be, and you can say the run game is a slow death, but not with Saquon the way he busted big plays last year.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to slow down the Eagles' run game, and you got to game plan that way. But then it forces, then you got to be careful because, like, if you're the Cowboys, you say, okay, we got Deron Bland, who they just gave a big contract extension to. And we got Trayvon Diggs. On paper, two of the best corners in the league. Now, Diggs has only played 13 games in the last 2 years, and his knee is still suspect. He's coming off a really difficult graft of his knee. Mm-hmm. So if I'm the Eagles, and they're trying to put a lot into stopping Saquon, I want to test Trayvon Diggs early and often. Like, how's that knee? Let's get after him. Whether it's Smith or AJ, let's get after him. And I'm really interested to see like last year, the Eagles ran the ball 56% of the time, which was by far number one in the league.
What's the next closest? What's average-ish?
The next closest team, I think there were two teams over 50, and the other team was Baltimore.
Ravens, yeah.
Okay, so similar, right? They got a quarterback that can run plus Derrick Henry at tailback. So very similar dynamic, right?
Yeah.
And not coincidentally, two of the best teams in the league.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that might be my Super Bowl pick again. We have to give our Super Bowl picks, and I think that might be not to win, to be in it. Like, I'm picking the Eagles to win, obviously.
Well, I think the two most talented teams on paper are Philly and Baltimore. Okay. So, but my point is, okay, you can slow down Saquon a little bit if you commit enough people to the run game. Yeah. And in that trade from Green Bay, they got Kenny Clark, who's a really good run defender tackle, been in the league 9 or 10 years. He's really good. He'll help them on the inside. Mozzie Smith, a first-round pick a couple years ago, hasn't done much. He was supposed to be a big run defender. So I think early in the game, it'll be interesting to see how hard Dallas is trying to stop the run and whether or not Philly's going play action and attacking their secondary.
Okay. So if you're coaching Saquon, like, going into this season, what are you telling him? Like, just play your game and, like, we got you?
Yeah, be you.
Okay.
Be you. Mm-hmm. He's so selfless.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if they're packing the box and giving one-on-one coverage on the outside to Devontae and AJ, like that's a problem if you're Dallas, right? Mm-hmm. So I think Saquon knows that, and it's kind of like you in high school basketball when you had 18 in the first half and teams started running guys at you.
Like what? Like a triangle and two on me?
Yeah. I can let the dog out.
Okay. All right.
Well, what are you doing?
Okay, you good?
The dogs are out. We're good to go. Yeah.
Wait. Okay, that actually, Saquon Barkley, I know we're talking about him like in football, but did you hear that he has a signature hoagie with Wawa now? The Saquon?
I think I saw the headlines, and I'm sure you're going to tell us what's in it.
I'm going to tell you what it is. And it's wildly close to what I think you would make yours, and then start thinking I'm asking you what you're going to make yours. Okay. So oven roasted turkey. This is the Saquon at Wawa. Oven roasted turkey, American cheese, lettuce, onions, topped with spicy mustard. That's very close to what you would do.
Yeah, it's kind of plain. I like that.
Okay, make yours.
Well, I had one at Wawa about a week ago.
You didn't have your own.
I said I had one, meaning a Hoagie.
I thought you meant like, I had one named after me at Wawa a week ago.
No, Leigh, I would not presume.
Okay.
Might be a good idea, though, the Mayock.
You got one. Yeah,
No.
Okay, you got one at Wawa a week ago. Is this what you would make yours?
Yeah, it was an Italian Hoagie.
Okay.
And what I do is a lot of just the typical meats that go into an Italian Hoagie, but then I go lettuce, tomato, onion, pepper, oregano, Parmesan cheese, and a little bit of that, I forget that spicy sea sauce, whatever. Just a lot of little spicy things at the end.
I'm shocked by that. I thought you were going to go like plain turkey hoagie.
Italian. Always liked Italian hoagies.
I did not think that would be your choice. That's crazy. Okay, do you want to know mine?
No.
Well, I'm going to tell you. I think, if I can think of the words of these things. Right. Okay, I'm doing oven roasted turkey, pepper jack cheese, lettuce, tomato, pepperoncinis, banana peppers. Are they the same thing?
Don't know. Don't care.
A little bit of mayo, a little bit of hot mustard.
And do you actually eat turkey and things like that, or no?
Yeah. Dad. Yeah.
Like every week you're in a different diet.
I'm not vegan.
Well, you're weird. I'm not eating chicken this week. I'm not eating meat.
I never say that. Sometimes I don't. You know what? Relax. My sandwich sounds great.
Hey, you know what? There was something weird that happened this week too, that I thought you would like to talk about while we're on a segue here.
What? This fan's not being allowed to go to the game?
No. Did you hear about the Eagles announced that the Tush Push has been officially sponsored?
Sponsored by Dude Wipes. Honestly, it's brilliant. Brilliant.
But what got me is that apparently it's an official sponsor.
Yeah, no, Dad, it's real. Yeah.
I know. Like the Eagles announced that Dude Wipes are a friggin' sponsor for the Tush Push. Like, come on.
Dad. You might want to get with it. We're sponsoring plays left and right here. It started with the NIL. Now we're sponsoring the Tush Push.
Wait a minute. Who the hell brought this up? I am with it.
You did. Okay.
All right, let's move. Let's go.
Okay. We talked a lot about the offense. I mean, should we get into the what do you expect the defense to first look like?
Yeah.
Personnel wise.
Yeah.
Tomorrow against the Cowboys.
There's some real. You and I have talked a lot about Vic Fangio and how much we love Vic. Right. Yeah. We're team Vic.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to me to see point number one, who plays opposite Quinyon Mitchell at that other corner. When I went to camp early, I thought that Keely Ringo really looked good physically, long, fast corner, but apparently has not played real well in camp. It was his job to lose, and he may have lost it. And then Adoree Jackson comes in, who's like an 8-year vet with over 80 starts in the league. So you can trust him probably. Then they trade for Jacorian Bennett with the Raiders, who also has started the last couple of years. And what that tells me is both Howie and Nick aren't really happy with what's going on out there. I think the wild card is Cooper DeJean. Like if you're trying to get the best 5 players on the field, you could make an argument that Cooper DeJean should play outside corner, then who plays nickel, and it might be the rookie Makuba.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Makuba, but my problem with Makuba is he's had 2 injuries already.
Injury prone, yeah.
He had a shoulder and then recently a hamstring. He's been cleared to play, but will Vic trust him enough to start him either at safety or at nickel? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Like Cooper DeJean didn't even start till like week 5 or 6 last year, coming off an injury. So I don't know the status of Makuba, and I feel like they only play base defense like 10 to 15% of the time anyway. So when they get nickel, and it might be the first play of the game, it'll be really interesting to see who lines up where.
And how much do you think we're going to see? Is Fangio going to use this as a kind of a carousel, say, against the Cowboys? Like, is he going to try things out, do you think, or does it depend on how the game's going?
I think what he'd like is like, it's one thing when you say you're going to have a defensive line rotation. That's normal.
Yeah.
Guys come in and out.
Yeah.
You really don't like a rotation in the secondary.
In this real season. This isn't preseason.
well, I mean, and again, even in the regular season, like D linemen come in and out and rotate.
Yeah.
But they're big fatties. They're 300 pounds. You don't want them to get tired.
They're not fat.
Yeah, a lot of them are big fatties. And it's okay. I say that with nothing but love.
Okay.
But the defensive backs, you want to lock them in and let them get used to the play. And so I don't know who's going to start there. Mm-hmm. You know, I have no idea, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I think they'd love somebody to grab the position and take it. But it didn't happen in training camp, which is a little concerning.
Okay.
You know? So it's been kind of a rotation and nobody grabbed it.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if that frustration leads to Cooper DeJean starting on the outside, or if they say, hey, we're better with Cooper at nickel where he's like all pro. Mm-hmm. And we need to find somebody on the outside. What's interesting with the Cowboys is, in addition to CeeDee Lamb, they traded for George Pickens. So now they've got two quality guys.
Yeah.
So your two corners are going to have to line up and play. Mm-hmm. The beauty about Vic's defense is they typically don't get beat over the top. Mm-hmm. So it'll be interesting. He might go with Dory Jackson just because he's played so many games. But, man, I don't know if they have the answer out there yet. Mm-hmm. And I'm really intrigued and to see, A, what's going to happen there, and B, what are they going to do with Makuba? It's obvious they want to play him.
Yeah.
They want to play him ahead of Sidney Brown at safety. They could play him at nickel. But he's a small-framed defensive back, and the more he gets involved in a lot of hitting, the more I would be concerned about injuries.
Okay. Well, that job's still up for grabs, and unfortunately / fortunately, I've been experiencing the job market, as a lot of people have, loss of jobs. Not a lot of jobs open in all the types of industries across all jobs. It's just like, I hate it so much, and it makes me so upset because I just know so many talented people that are looking for jobs still. And I also know at the same time know so many companies with jobs open. So it's turning into a really tumultuous situation for both the employers and the job candidates. Luckily now, I wish it was when I was looking for a job. Luckily now, a lot more people are using ZipRecruiter. The future of hiring looks much brighter now because ZipRecruiter's latest tools and features help speed up finding the right people for your roles. So it saves both sides valuable time. And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/audio. It's really great for the employers because if they can see candidates that they're really interested in and unlock their contact info instantly instead of finding roundabout ways to try to contact them. A lot of times I've had friends that thought that they were getting spam calls and it was actually recruiters and jobs, but they just didn't have the right info. They were completely disconnected. So use ZipRecruiter and save time hiring. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And if you go to ZipRecruiter.com/audio right now, you can try it for free. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/audio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. I really hope that is working for everyone because that job market sucks. I hate it.
I'll tell you what, I mean, just on the outside looking in, to me, if you're looking for a job, it's a daunting, scary place to be.
Yeah.
And feel like you're by yourself. Mm-hmm. And if you have something or somebody that can help guide you through that process that knows what they're doing, it makes a ton of sense to me.
I know. And I just love ZipRecruiter helps both sides. I think that's the big thing. Like, both sides need help. Yep. And it streamlines it. Okay, now I'm really excited because I was looking at FanDuel yesterday, realizing that like it's almost time for me to bet on some of these games. And so I'm going to tell you what I might do bet-wise on FanDuel, and you're going to tell me if you think that's dumb or smart, okay? So you're just going to say everything's dumb. Okay, I think for the Eagles game, because I'm not scared yet, I'm going to play with some anytime touchdowns. They're way harder than you think, but I'm not burned yet from them, so I'm not scared of them yet. So I'm just kind of like going to go big or go home. I think you're going to say this doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to do a Jalen Hurts and a Saquon Barkley anytime touchdown parlay. It's like plus 150, and I see it. Do you think that's dumb?
Why don't you do both of them individually?
Because if you do them together, you make more.
Yeah, but if you do them together and one of them scores, you're screwed. The other one doesn't.
Correct, but that's called gambling. And then I was thinking of making it even harder.
Oh, good.
Sprinkle another little anytime touchdown in there with CeeDee Lamb. So now Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, and CeeDee Lamb anytime touchdown. How do you think?
You have to get all three of them to be correct?
Yeah.
And what's the payout?
It's almost plus 500.
I'm happy you got the new job. You can burn some cash. That's
yeah.
Good.
Let's go. Okay. Do you think anyone from the Eagles will record a sack? Because I might want to play with that too.
I think.
Who would it be? Like maybe like Jalen Hunt.
I would say either Nolan Smith or Jalen Carter.
Oh, Jalen Carter. He's plus 136. Maybe I'll do that.
Maybe.
Okay, I like that. Okay, also, FanDuel has some good numbers for the other game I want to bet on is Raiders Patriots, and I'm gonna say that the Raiders are gonna win. So I'm gonna say Raiders money line and a Brock Bowers touchdown. That's good? That's a good one, don't you think? Plus 325.
I don't know anything about betting,
Yeah.
but I've had people tell me that when you do parlays.
Yeah, obviously.
The house usually wins.
I don't care about the house. I think that they're going to win. And anyway, okay, I have one more for the Raiders too.
Okay.
You might like this one. And then tell me if you think I should take one thing away. Raiders money line. Do you think they'll beat the Patriots?
What's a money line?
Like I'm taking Raiders to win the game.
Out with no point spread or anything.
Correct. I don't like spreads. They confuse my brain with those numbers. Yeah.
Oh my God, Leigh, you can handle that. What is the spread? Do you know? And where are they playing?
They're at New England. I don't know what the spread is. I'm just saying to win the game.
The Raiders to win?
Yeah. At New England.
A lot of people think that New England's going to be one. You're actually looking at what people think are two of the most potentially improved teams in the league.
Oh, yeah. And I think the Raiders are even more improved than the Patriots. What about let me say that.
That's okay. That's
Raiders,
cool.
Okay, Raiders money line, Raiders to win, and Max Crosby to record a sack.
Like you're tying them together again?
Yeah. You hate parlays.
Like if you think Max is if you think Max is going to get a sack, then just put it by itself.
Okay, maybe I will. And then the other game I want to bet on, one more.
And by the way, how about Malcolm Kuntz? He might sneak in there and do something without people even knowing. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so maybe that's a sleeper. Okay, we'll look into that one.
Sleeper.
Okay, Malcolm Kuntz, so look into you.
I don't even know if he's hurt or not. I shouldn't say that.
Well, I'm going to look into it. He might be a sleeper. We'll see.
Right.
So then the other one on FanDuel that I want to bet on is the Sunday night game, Baltimore and Bills.
Great.
Do you think that's a scary one to bet on? I think so they're both like very like offensive. They should score a lot of points, right? Both those teams, the Ravens and the Bills. So what do you say about the over under for total points is set up at 50.5 right now, 50.5. So it needs to they need to combine score of 51 points. Do you think that's smart?
Usually defenses are ahead of offenses at this point of the year. And I think Baltimore is going to be highly improved defensively. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I'm bad at this stuff. I don't know. Okay.
Well, so then you would think that a Josh Allen anytime touchdown score parlayed with the Ravens money line is dumb because I think it's great. Plus 317. So that way I can still be happy if Josh Allen scores, if the Bills score, if he scores, I can still be happy, even though like that hurts me for the Ravens money line. But then as long as we like win, we're fine.
I just hope you're betting like $10 on each of these things.
Obviously.
All right.
I mean, okay, well, whatever. I think main takeaway from that, I'm definitely because I can play with the other ones for a little bit because it's not game time yet, but for the Eagles game, but I think I'm going to do on FanDuel, I'm going to do Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown, Saquon Barkley anytime touchdown, CeeDee Lamb anytime touchdown, and maybe even sprinkle in a George Pickens anytime touchdown. Shining four.
Here's what I want you to do, and then we can let it go.
Okay.
I want you to write down every bet you make this week. Mm-hmm. And when we open our pod next week, I want you to go through the results.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Good. No, that'd be good.
And if you guys bet, let us know how you did and
we're
what
gonna
you did.
We're going to hold you accountable this year with
Okay. And I want everyone to send me their good picks too, because like I'm coachable. So
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get back together after the game and see how everything goes.
Perfect.
Thanks for your help. Have a good day. You're going golfing, right?
I got some work to do, and
that's right.
Hopefully get to the course at some point. But
okay. Well, thank you for being here. We'll talk to you after the game.
Good luck with the new job.
I'm going back to bed. I'm going to nap before.
No. Get ready for it.
It's 7 a.m. I'm going to nap.
If you go back to bed now, you're going to wake up all tired and gloomy, and you're going to go through the whole crap.
Right now,
you're going to go through the whole bad Leigh thing again. Now, just stay awake and yay! Look what you got. Love you. See you later, honey.
Bye. Thanks.